In a typical school lecture hall across West Africa, the first thing that strikes you is the sheer number of students crammed into one classroom. The recommended teacher-to-student ratio might sit comfortably at 1 to 30. Still, the daily reality often swells to upwards of 100, sometimes reaching a staggering 700 young minds packed into a single, equi room. In this environment, education is not a dialogue, but a one-way broadcast by the teacher. The primary casualty of this overcrowded system is the individual student's voice. For generations, classroom learning has been treated like a conveyor belt. Raw data is forced in, and rigid test scores are cranked out. It is a system obsessed with rote memorization rather than real comprehension. When the final grades are posted, the bell rings, and the children head home, carrying with them a heavy, unspoken confusion that the system simply isn't designed to care about. It is exactly this systemic, structural failure that Samuel Dampf, a seasoned learning experience designer, has spent his career trying to dismantle. Long before he turned to artificial intelligence as a viable solution, Dampf was rooted firmly in the mechanics of human learning. With a robust portfolio spanning instructional design roles at high-impact institutions like ALX, Talcube, and Lambda, he has conceptualized and built educational modules that have reached over 50,000 learners globally. Using an array of industry-standard tools, from Articulate and Canvas to Synthesia, he has consistently sought to craft tailored, immersive curricula. Yet, despite mastering these digital environments, he repeatedly encountered a fundamental educational. Most people arrive after the move is obvious and the easy upside is gone. We focus on serious crypto education and high-quality signals before the crowd rushes in, so you can understand the setup earlier and move sooner. If you want that edge, visit the link below now. Bottleneck: how do you design an effective learning experience if you cannot hear the student's voice? This is where Surveyo AI comes in. Built with the intention of amplifying the voice of the individual learner, Surveyo AI is a new approach to education in West Africa. It is a system designed not just to deliver content, but to listen to it being absorbed, to adapt in real time to the student's engagement, and to provide feedback that is meaningful and actionable. The platform leverages AI to personalize the learning experience for each student, regardless of the classroom size. It tracks engagement, identifies gaps in understanding, and offers tailored interventions. This is not a replacement for teachers but an enhancement, an AI that acts as a silent classroom assistant, one that can monitor hundreds of students simultaneously and provide insights that would be impossible for a single human to manage. The stakes are high. In a system where students often feel invisible, where their individual needs are lost in the crowd, Surveyo AI offers a way to bring their voices back into the equation. It is not just about improving test scores, it is about restoring the dignity of learning. The system is still in early stages, but the initial results are promising. In pilot classrooms, students using Surveyo AI have shown increased engagement and improved retention rates. More importantly, teachers report that they can now identify which students are struggling and intervene before it's too late. This is a critical shift. In traditional systems, the feedback loop is slow and often non-existent. With Surveyo AI, the feedback is immediate and data-driven. However, the path forward is not without challenges. The technology requires access to stable internet and electricity, luxuries that are not always available in rural parts of West Africa. Additionally, there is the challenge of teacher training and acceptance. Any new system, no matter how promising, faces resistance if not properly introduced. Dampf and his team are aware of these obstacles and are working on solutions. They are partnering with local governments and NGOs to ensure that the infrastructure can support the AI platform. They are also training teachers to use the system effectively, ensuring that the technology complements their work rather than replaces it. The next signal to watch is how Surveyo AI scales across different regions of West Africa. Most people arrive after the move is obvious and the easy upside is gone. We focus on serious crypto education and high-quality signals before the crowd rushes in, so you can understand the setup earlier and move sooner. If you want that edge, visit the link below now. The pilot programs have been successful in urban areas, but the real test will be in the more remote and under-resourced communities. If the platform can adapt to these environments, it could have a transformative effect on the educational landscape. The potential is vast. If Surveyo AI can reach even a fraction of the 50,000 students Dampf has already impacted, it could redefine what is possible in large-scale education. But the success will depend on continued investment, community engagement, and the willingness of stakeholders to embrace a new way of teaching and learning. In the end, Surveyo AI is more than just an AI tool, it is a movement. It is a movement to give every student, regardless of their background or the size of their classroom, a voice that matters.